Hey guys, so I'm sure you have a long list of reasons why men should stay single, but here are the 3 biggies. So as much as I know you do deserve to find love, sometimes staying single is the best option for you, either for now or forever. If you've been rejected, hurt, or heartbroken by a woman, yes, you are in the right place. And if you've spent enough time in the pickup artist community and gotten good at getting women, but feel empty inside, you are also in the right place. Staying single doesn't have to be forever, but sometimes it should be. Let's look at when you should stay single temporarily, whether or not you're getting some action, and when staying single forever might be the best choice for you. You need to stop thinking about what women want and start thinking and focusing on what you really want and need so you can get on with your life. Welcome to Just the Tip. Okay, so first let's look at when to stay single temporarily. Sometimes, whether you want to stay celibate or not, it's a good idea to take a break from pursuing women for the purpose of a relationship. In fact, sometimes you need to. Number 1, self-improvement. Sometimes you need to focus on self-improvement and not worry about what women are doing out in the world and whether or not you should be with one right now. In fact, sometimes staying single can be the best option for you, maybe temporarily, whether you're younger or older. You may want to focus on building or perhaps rebuilding your kingdom after heartbreak or divorce, or a lot of rejection, and you might even need to practice monk mode. More on that in a minute. How do you know if you should stay single and focus on self-development? Here's the key. If you feel like you don't have enough to offer the kind of woman you want, then you need to pull back and start focusing on building those areas to improve yourself. Even if you're actually wrong about those things, you may actually have what it takes to get the kind of woman you want. But if you don't believe that, then it's not going to happen. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And sometimes you are right. Sometimes what you have to offer isn't going to be good enough for the kind of woman you want. If you want an Ashley who's way up here and has a lot of options, then you need to be able to elevate yourself into her top options. If that's who you want, that's just the nature of it. Just like you, if you have lots of options, are you going to choose someone who's below your standard? Probably not. Neither is Ashley. And it could take months or even years to improve yourself to where you think you need to be, to where you feel you need to be to attract your Ashley. Some of the things you might want to focus on are finishing post-ed, moving out on your own, getting a solid job, paying off debt, losing 30 pounds of flab, gaining 20 pounds of muscle. Hint, don't neglect your calves. Developing confidence, building a social circle, rebuilding what divorce stole from you. More on that in a minute. So, if you're not where you know you need to be to get the kind of woman your standards dictate you should have or that you want to have, then you need to start focusing on the things that you know within yourself will help get you there. You'll be less likely to settle just to settle down or catch feelings for someone you thought was just a casual fling until you get to your Ashley, but really she's a throwback. Which kind of brings us to monk mode. 2, detox sexual addiction. Monk mode. Some men who've spent a lot of time in the pickup artist community and really developed their skills get addicted to the thrill of landing a target. And they may be very good at landing some action, but they may not have had to develop the skills to develop emotional intimacy, which is what a long-term relationship requires. And then they wonder why the only women they attract are the hoes that also have emotional intimacy issues or perhaps are emotionally damaged. Then they start thinking all women are cheaters with no integrity or hypergamous and want to level up and will level up. And then sometimes even they end up settling just to settle down with someone who's easy to get, but doesn't meet their relationship standards. And then they end up in toxic relationships, which only confirms their biases about all women. In fact, some pickup artists can become the loneliest men out there because they think, wrongly, that there's no woman that can actually satisfy their needs, their true emotional relationship needs. If you're addicted to the chase, the capture, and the close, but can't get past that, or end up in toxic relationships, you may want to take a break and choose to stay single and celibate for now, temporarily. Which brings us to the third of the 3 big reasons why men should choose to stay single for now. And then we'll look at why you might want to stay single forever. Number 3, recover from heartache. Whether you've never gotten any action or you've gotten a ton of action with bad news bears women, you've probably experienced heartbreak at some point in time. Staying single for now can be your best option if you're recovering from a toxic relationship, breakup, or death of a partner. You're choosing to stay single for now so that you don't make a mistake by choosing someone out of desperateness or loneliness. And this isn't the time to date. It's time to work on healing and rebuilding your confidence and vitality. Again, this is a time when you want to focus on repairing what needs improvement. But there are other times when staying single forever is the best option for you. Let's look at those now. MGTOW and misogyny. Men going their own way. It probably goes without saying, but I'll say it. If you hate women, don't date them. You won't be happy, they won't be happy, you won't attract a good one, and if you attract any of them, they'll be toxic and it'll only further your bias against all women. I should note, not all men who identify with or like the philosophy of men going their own way are misogynists. That is a fallacy. Because of fourth wave feminism, few men nowadays want to date, never mind marry, masculine, dominant, overbearing women. Sure, some men do appreciate an independent woman who isn't a drain on their pocketbook. But, like misogyny, I'm talking about women who look down on men just for being born men. That's what I mean by fourth wave feminism. And social media does make it difficult for good men because even average women are flaunting their wares like they're God's gift. They think they have unlimited options because of all the simping and chads, fake chads, sliding into their DMs. And if you want to know what simping looks like, keep watching. Now, some men who identify with the philosophy of men going their own way do hook up with women, but they're just anti-relationship, anti-marriage. And others prefer monk mode, no sex at all, and that's okay. Again, regardless, if you want to be happy in life, you have to fix what needs repair. And I want to caution you to be careful of some of the online forums that are out there that discourage you from bettering your life because they think you're only doing it for women. No, do it for you. You can swear off women for the rest of your life still and make improvements in your life for you. They are not looking out for your best interests. They want to keep you in their negative, angry position so you don't even have a chance out in the world, because somewhere deep inside they know if you do improve yourself that women are going to be attracted to you, and that might be a temptation. But regardless, if the juice ain't worth the squeeze for you, then staying single is a good option for you, whether you're hooking up or staying celibate. And this brings us to number 5, and then more on simping. Number 5, religious or spiritual beliefs. Obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but if you're a pastor, priest, or actual monk, well, then stopping intimate relationships with women is probably part of your program. Fair enough? Enough said on that one. Overall, only you can decide if you should choose to stay single for now or forever. And I invite you that whatever that choice is for you, you make peace with it. And stop simping. Simping hurts all men and women. It puts women on a pedestal and inflates their egos, turning them into spoiled princesses who won't even stay loyal to Chad. And if you're not sure if you are simping, then you need to watch my video on simping, and it'll teach you if you're simping on social media, online, or in real life. Watch that now. Thanks for being here. God bless.